beauties, welcome to my channel. I'm Renee and this is Voguish Beauty. So today we're going to be doing something a little different, something I've never done before, at least on my YouTube, is a mukbang or mukbang and a story time. So I did a poll on Instagram and I did two different stories. One was about this girl that kept stalking me at my job because of her girlfriend. And then the other is about how my ex-friend told my ex situationship how I was cheating on her and she had receipts. And that's the story that actually won. I figured it would because it's probably one of the most juicy stories ever. Something really crazy. I can't even believe it happened. Me and my ex situationship, we're just kind of laughing about it the other day because we're still really good friends despite, you know, the ex-friend trying to just rip us apart. Better luck next time, sweetie. So yeah, I'm gonna give everyone an alias name. I'm not gonna, you know, try to get sued on here. Everyone probably knows who my ex situationship is. She said she didn't care if I used her name, but still, she can be petty at times, so, you know, I am not trying to get sued, okay? So that's a little backstory on that. We are going to be doing this mukbang. I kind of watched a couple. Everyone is so into it. And, you know, I love to eat and I haven't ate all day. So I went to my local soul food spot and it's one of my favorite spots. My nail tech actually put me on. Feast your eyes upon this. Like, I got the chicken wing dinner. So it comes with 4 wings because I like wings. I don't really like legs or anything else. And I got the yams. I call them sweet potatoes, but you know, everyone else calls them yams. And I got mac and cheese because mac and cheese is like my favorite. I also poured myself a really big cup of Simply apple juice because that is my favorite apple juice. Apple juice is like my favorite juice ever. Like apple juice. If I come to your house, you better have apple juice or you better have cran apple juice because that's like my second favorite. That is some good juice. Okay, so before you eat, you always wash your hands. I washed my hands like 3 times. I swatched these Kylie Jenner lip kits earlier and it would not come off. So that's that. And I'm about to dig in. I don't even know like where to begin with this story. Like, this story could go really long or it could be really short. I kind of was like, I don't know about telling this story because it kind of makes me look like the bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy. Like, I'm a good guy. And I'm not gonna like throw dirt on anyone's name. Like, my name was thrown through the dirt through this, but I'm not gonna like, you know, throw dirt on my ex-friend's name. I'm not gonna like talk bad about her because like at one point like we were friends. Like, well, I was her friend. Can't say the same thing about her, but you know, we were cool. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it is what it is. Like, I mean, it kind of is what it is, but how do I start it? Like, okay, so back in the day, not even back in the day because this was not that long ago. I can't remember when this was, but it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, that mac and cheese. Baby, this is so good. I hope I can talk because I'm so hungry, y'all. Okay. I don't know where to start. Like, should I start by how like okay, first I'm gonna try to give y'all the alias name. So we're gonna refer to the ex-friend as Elsa. We're going to refer to the ex situationship as Mel. And the little, I guess the person I was like caught up with, we're going to call her Jane. So Elsa, Mel, and Jane. So, me and Elsa have been friends for not too long. Not really long. And I don't know, we just like the type of friends we were. Like, we weren't friends like where like if I was going through some like a crisis, I don't think I would in the middle of the night call her up. Like, I would call my other friends. That was more of like one of my going out with friends, like we would turn up together. So there was like, we would turn up together, and that was like really it. Like all we had was like a turn up relationship. And like, it's kind of hard to grow with friends like that because it's like all we have in common, like all we do together is go out and turn up. So I don't know, it wasn't like doing every other day things, like, you know, talking like I'm going through this. Like when the time came for all that, it was like kind of weird because like we hadn't really done that. So that's the type of friends we were. I mean, like we were confiding in each other about stuff, but it would just kind of be awkward. Like we wouldn't know how to handle it. Like it was weird. It was a weird friendship. But like there was love there, definitely. So me and the ex situationship, Mel, we have been going through some stuff. Like we were never like official. Like you know how it is when you're like with somebody but you're not really with them. So it's like when you argue and stuff, you kind of, I just be like, when I'm in a situationship and I'm arguing, we always arguing. Like I'm like, we're not together. Like what are we arguing about? Like I don't belong to you. I don't belong to anyone. So it's like we always like get into it about dumb stuff. Like, we was always arguing, and like I had just like when we met, like something really bad happened to me, and I'm gonna tell that story like later on because it's almost been a year since that's happened. So I'm gonna tell that story. That's gonna be like that's gonna be another story time. Like that's gonna be like my survivor story. Like something really bad happened, and like that's how we kind of hit it off and started out. Like she was going through something bad, and I was going through something bad. Like, or I had just had something really bad happen to me, and she had been stuck in this horrible, like, situationship too. So we kind of just clung together. Like, tragedy brought us together, and it was just, like, not healthy the way we just clung to each other like that, and it was just, like, kind of toxic after it, because when we would argue, it would be bad. When things were good, they were good. When things were bad, they were bad. So I had been seeing, like, a therapist and a psychiatrist and stuff, and, like, I started taking these whole new different medicines, right? So like I was a whole new person. Like I was like, yo, what's going on? Like I didn't feel like myself at all. Like I honestly was going through it with myself because like the medicine I was on, I can't remember. Are they RG? I don't know. I don't really know. I need to pay more attention to that since I am taking like medication for stuff like that. I need to be aware of what I'm taking. But like I did some research with a friend of mine, and we were like, it changed like your whole brain chemistry. Like everything is off. Like it kind of outwires everything. So it's like you are a whole new person. You're not yourself. Like, because it's changing your whole brain chemistry. Everything is just like all over the place. So I like never done anything like I had did to this girl before. Like, I don't know, like one day, like this Jane person, I don't know, it was like a poll on my Instagram, and I think like she voted like against it, and I was just like, yo, like what is your problem? Like I feel like if someone's hating on me or someone's like trying to be shysty, like I gotta like be like, yo, what's up? Like what's wrong with you? So I had DM'd her like, what's good? And basically like she was like, it was an accident, da da da. We was like laughing off. Then it kind of got a little flirty, and I'm just kind of like, ooh, that's not what I meant for this to be. But like I don't know, like I entertained it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Mel. I did entertain it, and then, you know, I kind of just slid out, and like we just didn't really talk after that. So, that's so good. So I was working. This is when I was working at Madden, and Jane, she came into the job, and I didn't even realize she was in there. But I was chilling or whatever. I think I was helping a client, and she started doing that psst, psst, are you trying to get my attention thing? And I'm like, I have anxiety, so I don't like surprises. I don't like none of that. So when I peeped it was her, like I kind of just looked and was like, I just like walked the other way, like, and start helping the client, because I just like, no, this is not what we're gonna do. I don't like being taken off guard and stuff like that, even though the gesture was kind of cute, I guess. But I don't know, I just felt awkward. So, and I don't know how to act in awkward situations. Like I'm a really awkward person. Like people don't realize that, but I'm really awkward. Like I don't be knowing. So I don't know. She wanted helping her friend find shoes. I tried to help, but clearly they weren't trying to find shoes. I don't know how or when, like, we had exchanged numbers, but I went to the back and I saw she had texted me, and like we were talking a little bit. It was like mad casual. It was nothing to be like really worried about. So I don't know when or why, but like we started hanging out. Like we hung out like maybe 3 or 4 times. Nothing happened. One time, like, she did kiss me. I did tell on myself with that. But that was that. Or whatever. So, the only people that knew about that situation, like what I was doing, like when I was hanging out with her and stuff, were 2 people. My ex-friend and my other close friend. Y'all probably know who she is, but I'm not gonna say her name. Y'all know who she is. We was in a group chat together, and like I just told them everything in the group chat or whatever. So I knew that's how anybody would know. It would be one of them. So what were we doing? I don't know when or why. I'm so sorry. But I was so hungry. Okay. I'm like getting off topic. Like I'm draining out. I don't even know if that part was important, like to tell y'all about the girl. Okay. So the girl, it was like innocent. Like, you know how you innocently flirting and stuff? That's all that was. It was nothing serious. I mean, for a moment I thought maybe, but then now I look back on it, I'm like, fuck no. Hell no. Let's fast forward. Innocent, like little stuff, like little flirting, little texting here. One day, I was riding in the car, and I was with Mel, and Jane texts me, but my car does this thing where it reads out the message, right? So I'm driving, and I said, "You have a message from Jane," but it was like Jane said. I said, like click, but then I'm like, damn. I just blew up my own spot. Because why act like that? Why did I do... That's how I knew my cover was almost about to be blown, because I'm like, why did I behave that way? Like, now I've made it hot. Like, I've just blown up my spot a little tiny bit, you know? Like, a little bit. I blew up my spot. So, I'm like, that's awkward. So then she's like, you know, Mel's like, who's Jane? I'm like, oh, she's my friend. And then she's like, I never heard of this firm. And I'm like, you know, like, what do you say to that? Like, I don't even know what I said. I probably said something really stupid. But I feel like Mel dropped it, so like I was okay with it. So she dropped it. Because like I said, it was just innocent flirting with Jane. I'm trying to think. I don't really know if we had hung out at that point yet. I want to say maybe. But I don't know. I'm going to just like really fast forward to the drama because like all this, like I'll keep zoning out. So there was one night in particular, like me and Mel were together, and I can't remember. Me and the ex-friend, we had a falling out. Like we've had several falling outs up until this point, but like I feel like this was like the last straw falling out. Like I think this is like the third time we fell out. And like when I'm like on my third-ish strike with you, that's it. Like I don't really have nothing else to say. Like after 3 times, and it's like that's it. Like I can't play fool with you no more. Like I can't play boo boo the fool no more. Like you gotta go. So after the 3rd time, like she had did something grimy stuff. I'm not gonna put her out and say like exactly what she did. Like she know it was grimy. And hey, maybe like I'm mature enough to like maybe one day maybe sit down with her and be like, yo, like what's up? Because maybe I could see it from a different perspective and maybe it won't be so grimy. I don't think so. I feel like it was grimy. Like the stuff she had been doing was grimy, and like I'm not the only person that thought so, because like the friends I hung out with also thought she was grimy, and a lot of them stopped talking to her. So hey, I don't know. And I don't like it when people do grimy stuff like that, because it's like birds of a feather flock together, and like you got people thinking like I move like that, but I don't. It was this particular night, like I had got off work and I went, Mel was having like a cookout thing like with friends and fam. Like I feel like this was a good day for us. Like we were good. So she had rolled with friends, but like we would always go back to her place all the time. So she would just like, hey, like I was like, you want me to just ride with you or whatever? Like I'll just take you home on the way, like whatever, we could chill. So we're driving to her house, and you know, it was like Mel was helping me with a lot of like my YouTube stuff, so like editing and all that. So that gives it away who Mel is, but it's whatever. So she was like helping me with a lot of stuff, and you know, I was trying to make my website at the time, and like the Jane girl had a website, and she was like, she would show me how to make one. So I don't know, like Mel like lost her mind. Like she was like, oh, like, so Jane had texted me, and of course they did the card thing, and I like just cleared it. I ain't like say nothing, I just cleared it, you know. I just was like real smooth. Up, no thank you, don't read it out loud, and kept it moving. So this is Mel. She in the passenger seat, like, so she's like, that's the bitch that's gonna help you with the website? And I'm like, yeah. Like I'm like, yeah, what's it to you? Like you ain't helping me, so what is it? She was like, anything to get ahead, huh? I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, all you do is use people and da da da. I'm like, in life, I believe that you're supposed to use people, because if you could not be used for something, I would feel like you were useless. Like, and it's not like I'm using anybody. I'm not using you. I'm not using her. You offer to do something, like that's not using you. Like you're providing a service, like, and I can exchange a service. Like, you know, I don't know, like I could exchange something. Like it wasn't like a big deal. Like it wasn't anything where it was like I'm using her to get ahead and advance in my career, because like if anything, if I really wanted to do the website, like I could do it by myself. Like how I edit and do all this stuff now, like I could have done that too. So I just kind of was like, what is she talking about, like using people and all that? And like I just kind of like laughed. Like I laughed because she looked goofy. Like it was goofy. Like she was coming at me crazy, and like she's like, you know what, when I'm done with you, but you like, I'm like looking at her like, girl, you crazy. Like she's like, let me out right here. You know you don't want to get out of this car. You know you don't want to get out of this car. I'm gonna tell y'all about another situation where like she actually got out of the car, and that was a whole, we're gonna save that story, because that is a whole nother can of worms. Like that was crazy, and I almost lost it in the Chick-fil-A parking lot that day. Like I almost hopped out the car with her when she hopped out, because she had me all types of messed up. But anyway, so yeah, she was looking at me crazy, like, and I'm just like, what is your story? Like, and when I don't understand why someone's acting crazy, like, I literally just like freeze up. I don't try to laugh, but Like, it's funny. Like, what is your story? Like, calm down. Like, calm down so we can have a civilized conversation. And, you know, we could work something out. Like, don't be acting the way you're acting, because, like, it's going to make me laugh. And that's going to piss you off. So we pull up. She talking about some, you know, all this. She's talking all this mess. Talking about some, she want to get out of the car. Let her out the car. So we pull up. I park. I said, get out. And she's like, no. I said, get the out of my car. She's like, no. I said, if you don't get out, I will drag you out. I will drag you out of this car. So it's in park. I get out the car. So I'm yanking at her, right? I'm pulling at her, trying to get her out the car, right? So she said, my seatbelt's still on. I unclip her seatbelt. I yank her out. You know, we don't fight, literally. It's mainly like me hitting her. I'm pretty sure I slapped her in the face. I can't remember. All I know, in the midst of all of it, I broke a nail, and that's when I really lost it. Like, I lost it. When I saw that nail bend back and break, that's when it all hell broke loose. Like, I turned into She-Hulk. And, like, then some off-duty cop came by, and, like, now, you know, now that she's got me irate, I'm above her level. Now she want to simmer down and, like, Renee, calm down. No! Where was the girl 15 minutes ago? You was so big and bad. Like, where are you at now? Like, I was pissed, okay? So, like, I'm telling her, like, it was no big deal. Like, you making a big deal out of nothing with the whole Jane situation. I mean, maybe I was being a little flirtatious. Maybe it was a little something more than what I was letting on. But it was not a big deal. Like, it was nothing for her to worry about, for her to be acting that way. Now, like, I understand, like, now that we have talked and things, like, I understand, like, where she's coming from. And, like, I'm woman enough to admit, like, I was wrong. Like, I was in the wrong. But, like, she was also wrong for the car situation. Comment down below if she wasn't, because I feel like she was very wrong for the car situation. Like, if I say get out the car, you get out the car. Get out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Get out of my car. So I feel like I told them that situation, like the group chat, and Elsa was in the group chat, and whatever. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit, because this like happened, it was like so over a drugged out period. I'm just fast forward to, I was hanging out with a friend. I'm not even gonna name her name because we're not even friends no more. So I was hanging out with her, and this was after the falling out with Elsa, I believe. Or was it during? I don't remember. Like, I can't remember when we fell out. But I know when we fell out, it was for good that time. So I was hanging out with a friend, and I guess somebody had saw me with, I guess one of Mel's friends had saw me out. That's why you can't be hanging out with people in public no more. Like, because people automatically assume. So I was hanging out, and like we had rode the Ferris wheel and stuff like that, but it was like on some friend stuff. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, like be mine. So then like Mel calling me on FaceTime, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to answer, because like I'm kind of like, I don't like drama. Like, I really don't like drama. I really find myself in a lot of it. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't like it. Like, it just, the universe's way of punishing me. So, yeah, like, she blowing up my phone. I do not like it when people blow up my phone. That's the quickest way to piss me off, right? So then if you blow up my phone, like, I'm gonna be petty, and I'm gonna make you think that I'm doing exactly what you think I'm doing, but I'm not doing it. So I do answer the FaceTime, and, you know, I kind of was just like, it was just too much, like, because I felt like she really was about to pull up on me, and I just really didn't know how I was going to act, because I'm like, I would have just been like, what are you doing? Like, I would have felt like I'm on an episode of Cheaters, but I'm not even cheating. Like, I'm just chilling, like, and you don't need to know where I'm at and what I'm doing all the time. I feel like if you're in a, this is why I don't think we made it to, like, the relationship stages. Like, it was never really extremely healthy to begin with, like, because if, like, we were together, that should not have happened. Like, that was just too much. But anyway, that happened or whatever. So that was another incident. So then leading up to it, I'm going to just fast forward because this is getting too long. So I'm going to just fast forward to the day it actually happened. the day it actually happened and the day like I got caught up. So I'm gonna just fast forward to that, because all this other stuff is like kind of like not irrelevant, but it's relevant material. Like it's just so much, like I just really can't go into that much depth because I don't remember all of it, and part of me don't really care. This is like the juicy tea part. So I believe I was at work and I wasn't under the impression, I didn't know, but like Mel texted me, was like, you got something that you want to tell me? And I was like, usually when people ask you that, it's because they know something already. So they asked me, do you want to tell them before they blow up your spot? So I kind of was like in the bathroom like, do you want to tell her? Like, you know, like, is this even important? It wasn't even important. At the time, it wasn't even important enough to tell her. So I was just kind of like, do I want to tell her? But yeah, so she was like, yeah. Basically, she was like, she sent messages or whatever. She's like, I got proof and all this stuff she sent me. I said, I was just like, who told you that? Then she texted me the ex-friend's name, and I was just like, copy, okay, she done told you. Now it's like, when that happened, I was pissed because it was like, how you gonna blow up my spot like that when you are in a relationship and you out here doing, you know? And like it kind of was like a slap, not a slap in the face, but a little bit like, why do you care? Like everybody, they would always like, you would be one of the main people telling me not to, you know, associate with Mel or not to deal with Mel, like probably because you wanted Mel. But yeah, who knows? But when I say I kind of like was trembling, like I've never been so mad before, and like so, I mean, I've been betrayed before. I've had my friends like mess with the person I'm talking to and all that, so that doesn't really faze me. But like, we're not cool, so even though we're not cool, like I still want to hit up, you know, anybody from your past and tell them anything. Like, I just wouldn't do it. Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, what do I get out of that? Nothing. So that happened. So I did retaliate. I definitely hit her up and asked her what was good. Like, what's your problem? Like, what is with this? Like, why are you doing this? Like, what was there any reason you had to do something so trifling to me? And she told me like to hit her up. Like, I'm not hitting you up. Like, I was done at that point. I couldn't believe it, but it is what it is. Like, I laugh at it now. There was a lot of like petty stuff done after it, like on her part. I'm not gonna say really on my part. It was like a lot of pettiness, like a lot of trying to get like my attention, get a reaction out of me. And I mean, it really didn't work. Like, I don't know. I just was annoyed at the fact that like I really associated myself with somebody that would do something like that to me. But like, it's not the first time like I've had somebody that's new to the circle do something like that to me. So all my friends was like, no more. And like, none of my friends really liked her. They just hung out with her due to me. So I need to like really take heed to that. But anyway, that happened. And I don't know, like, even after that, like, we would hang out, me and Mel, and she would be like, she would just send, like, Elsa would just send her stuff, like, out of the blue, like, constantly sending her stuff, like, oh, well, I heard Renee was such and such, such and such, such and such, and, like, Mel would be like, yo, we're good, like, we're on good terms, we're cool, like, I don't need any more stuff, like, and then, you know, it got down to this one point where, like, her and this other girl, they were both lying on me, and that had to be stopped. Like, I hit them both up and was like, yo, keep my name out of your mouth at this point, because you're trying to run my name through the mud, and, like, I'm not worried about either one of you, so keep my name out of your mouth. Like, I had to let them both know. And, like, one time, like, she sent Mel a voice memo saying that I was hitting up this girl at like 3 o'clock in the morning, begging her to come see. Who do I have to beg to come see me? I don't have to beg anybody to come see me, sweetheart. And the person that she was referring to, I don't mean to sound shallow or anything, but I would never beg her to come see me. Like, I'm not a begging type of bitch, and I'm definitely not begging her. So yeah, that was all lies, all fibs. I was like, send receipts on that. Like, they didn't even really have receipts like she claims. Like, she was just making accusations and lying. Now, I don't know if that girl was lying to her, or they were just coming up with these elaborate schemes together. Like, they're both schemy people. So I feel like they were just coming up with them together. And it was just a lot of, like, unnecessary bull. Like, do not bring up my name. Like, this is originally what happened. So I guess Mel went to Elsa and was like, hey, tell me what's going on. And I guess Mel claims that Elsa had my back in the beginning. And, you know, she didn't tell or whatever, said she wasn't going to do that. It's none of her business, just to ask me. But then I guess Mel went to her again and was like, hey, can you just tell me? Like, and then that's when Elsa just let it all out. So I guess I could believe that, seeing that that came from Mel. But all the other stuff, like the lying on me, saying I was calling people to come see me and begging them to do things with me or to me, and that's lies. I don't have to beg for anything. It was just like a lot of bull, like a lot of lying. I don't like being lied to. Somebody even had the audacity to say something about I was cute to be brown skin, and, you know, the girl, like, light skin girls like her, like, girl, you're not even light skin. Like, anyway, like, it was just a lot. Like, it was a lot. But I did learn a lot from it. That's one thing I can say. Like, I learned a lot from it. I learned to stop watering dead plants, because had I just cut her off, like, the first couple times, like, she did something grimy, like, we would have been good. Like, she was there for me. Like, I went through something really bad, and I will never forget. Like, she was there for that. Like, and that's something, like, I will remember forever. And I'm forever thankful for that part of the friendship. Yes. But all the other messiness, no. Like, I could have done so much better without it. It was a lot of drama, like, which I do not like. I don't like drama. Like, people think I love drama, but I don't like it. Like, drama is just too much. Like, it literally consumes you. And, like, these situations, like, when, like, she would get me involved in stuff, like, it would just consume me. Like, it was really annoying when she did all this. Like, there was no purpose in doing it. And, like, you know, now that when a girl tells me she never has friends, like, she doesn't have any feminine friends, I know why. I know why you don't. and like all this stuff, like I know why you don't have that many femme friends, because of stuff like this. Like you can't be messy and catty and all of that. Like it's not cute. So I definitely learned my lesson with that. Stop watering dead plants for sure. Like it's okay to end a friendship. Like let it end on where it was and let it, that part be beautiful. Don't continue to stay just because you want to make things work. Like yes, do I care about her? Yes, I wish the best for her, but like it just, we can't ride together. Like we can't be together as friends. Would I ever have a sit down with her? Possibly, yeah. I could be mature enough to sit down with her and be like, yo, like tell me your side of things. Like tell me like why you felt the need to do this. Tell me what you gained from that and all of that. Like we could have a sit down and I could talk to her, you know, maturely, because I'm woman enough to be like, yo, like what's good? Like we can talk. Other than that, no. Like I don't know. No. If you're in a situationship, just be upfront with the person. Like don't be like me and like try to do it behind their back, because what's done in the dark will come to light. And sometimes it'll be your own friends that tell on you. So watch out for that. I think that's all I have to say for this story time. Like, I'm sorry it was all over the place. It did happen a really long time ago. Not really long ago, but it is like, it was recent, but not that recent. The food was delicious, by the way. Stop at your local soul food restaurant and pick you up some wings and yams and mac and cheese. And I think that's it for this video. Comment below if you like this story time. Comment if you want to see more story times. Comment below if I just need to stick to makeup, sis. Like, let me know. Also, be sure to participate in that giveaway. It does end on the 30th, so that's in 10 days. So participate in that. You'll be receiving a Juvia's Place highlighter, a Juvia's Place blush, and a Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. So be sure to participate in that. Like, it's free stuff, it's free makeup, it's quality makeup. I love Juvia, so. And oh, this is that wig that I was making the other day from that unboxing video. I will do an updated review on this. I've only had it for like a couple days. Not too bad. I don't know if it's just the texture of this hair. I've never had this texture before, the kinky curl, but it does shed way more than any other texture I've ever had. I don't know if it's just the hair company or the hair texture itself. And let me know if you guys want an updated review on that. Participate in the giveaway. And comment below if you guys want to see more story times. Comment below if I need to stick to just makeup. And thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, have a Voguish day, beauties.
She already knew I was gonna drop her. When I'm dead and gone, then I'ma stop. Tell them I'ma give it to him.